I think it's a testament, just to our coaching staff, just our offense, man. I think we have an historic offense, obviously, but this guy got things rolling, and everybody kind of just followed suit. And to do that on the road here in the Garden in the Game 7 is obviously phenomenal. But I think this is what we've been doing all season long, and we were able to show it on the biggest stage.
Ty, what was that fan saying to you throughout the first quarter, and how much did that help get you going?
This one? He was just talking before the game. He was just talking before the game. I mean, it seemed like whoever was sitting in that seat all series had something to say to me. So once I got going, I knew I was going to have to pick somebody today to get me going, and it just happened to be him. And just got me going in the first quarter, and we just continued on. But I think that's, the game within the game. That's the fun that is this environment.
You seem to pick some Knicks too.
Me?
You seem to pick some Knicks too.
They picked him.
Yeah, they picked me.
They picked him.
He was talking crazy.
All series.
Miles, similar question after round one, but this whole playoff run for you, being with this franchise for so long, how sweet does it feel for you personally?
For me personally, I can sit here and say a lot of things. Obviously, it's been a long time coming. I'm just proud of this group, man, for real. It's one of the most special groups I've been around, and is the most special group I've been around just since I've been here. We all play for each other, and there's no ego. And when you got guys that can score 20 plus points every single night, 7, 8 guys, there can be a lot of ego involved with that. And we were able to nip that in the bud a lot earlier this season. And obviously having Pascal come here, midway through the season, and adding his leadership and just, everything he's able to provide for our team, offense and defensively, has been huge. So I'm proud. I'm glad I was able to share with my family. My dad's from New York. He grew up on this series and this rivalry. So to have that embrace him after the game was everything. And we're not done yet.
Pascal, did you have to test Anunoby this works? Maybe obviously he was so it feels like you had to test him.
I wasn't going in with I'm going to test him, but obviously he didn't look too healthy. It made some shots early, but. Yeah, I think that's, I love OG, so I think just seeing him out there, obviously I was just, making sure that he's okay first, and making sure that, I know it's Game 7 and we want to give everything, but, we got to be healthy. And I thought, he didn't look healthy out there. It's unfortunate for him. He had a great season, proud of him, and I just want him to, continue to get better, and he's going to have an opportunity to, make a lot of money and do a lot of things for his family, so I just want him to be good.
Tyrese, you got the Reggie sweatshirt on there. Did you hear from him or any of the other old facers through the course of the series? Any words of inspiration along the way?
Yeah, we text every day. This has just been a good mentor for me, but I'm just wearing a hoodie. I like to be comfy on the plane.
You tell us what it is right there?
I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I got this hoodie 2 days ago, so appreciate whoever gave it to me. Got sent to my house.
Tyrese, how important was it to score so much early to take the crowd out of it?
I wouldn't say anything to do with that. I just, I think when I play aggressive, and I just talked to you guys about this last game, and it seems to be the only thing that can be talked about by everybody after every game is just, for me, just aggression is not shots. It's just getting 2 feet in the paint. I know it's like an old school way of thinking, but the more that I can get downhill, it opens up everything for everybody else. So guys are making shots early, and I just, continue to get to the paint as much as I can off of these 2 guys' ball screens and get to the rim and kick out to these guys to make plays. So, I think for me, it's just feeling out the game, what's needed in that game. And I knew, today's Game 7, unload the clip, have no regrets, because I would hate to, be pissed all summer about not shooting the ball today. So, for me, it was just about coming out playing the right way.
Tyrese, we've heard all the teams that you guys have played in the playoffs talk about the game slows down in the playoffs. The pace can't be that way. How much has pace kind of meant to you guys in keeping and doing the things that you guys have done?
Do you think that we have slowed down a lot?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, I think that's the answer. I think that it's just the old school way of thinking that you can't play this fast in the playoffs. But I think opportunistically you can do it, right? I think if we're able to get stops, of course we can. But, there was games this series where we're giving up 15 offensive rebounds. You can't run when you're, giving up so many offensive rebounds, taking the ball out every play. When you're getting enough stops that you can run and then you can take advantage when they do score, that's a whole different thing. But I think we're just, I think slowly we're changing the way of thinking in the NBA that the playoffs you have to play slow, and we're able to just continue to be who we are.
Tyrese from the house. You guys had that run in the in-season tournament, and it seemed like that started
you guys' path towards getting better defensively? And I know it wasn't who were fits and starts, but how important was it to make that run to see, hey, you know, when we do get some stops, we can still play the way we want to play. We can still play with that pace.
I think the biggest thing was experience. You know, we had a lot of guys who hadn't played, you know, high-level basketball or games that mattered. In the in-season tournament, there was like a heightened sense of urgency in all those games. And, you know, we know how we started the year defensively, but we all came together and we told ourselves, man, if we can just get go from 30 to average, you know what I mean, we can be, you know, a hell of a team. And we all committed, recommitted ourselves to that defensive end, and we were able to show it a bit, you know, in that in-season tournament, and, you know, obviously a few games here in the playoffs as well. So I'm just glad that more than anything, you know, our guys got experience.
Yeah, I think for me, just the attention to detail throughout that. I mean, especially like the championship game, I think about that game often, just because of the attention of detail. I'm seeing, you know, championship guys and how locked in they were to the scout, and you know, how they wanted to guard certain guys and where they wanted to attack and things like that. So I think the experience from just high-level basketball helps for anybody. So you know, I think we're really thankful for that experience to play in those environments, because those were all, you know, pretty, you know, hectic games. But you know, just trying to use those the right way. I mean, P's played, he's won a championship. You know, us guys have, you know, this is our first time in the Eastern Conference Finals, so you know, I think that this mix of, you know, experience, inexperience, youth, and you're not old, but I mean, he's been there. Sorry, he's been there. But I think it's a good mix, and it keeps it fresh. Keeps it fresh.
When this season started, I can't remember exactly, but you guys were projected maybe like, you know, lower playoff seed, maybe even playing, whatever. When did you guys start to believe that this had the potential to be something bigger? And obviously, Pascal,
Nashville.
big piece of that, but like, when did you start to feel like there was much more potential?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us as a group, obviously Pete wasn't here to start the year, but we knew our expectation was to get to the playoffs. We said that to our local media members all year. I mean, I know a lot of you guys didn't hear anything from us because it's not like we're covered early in the year, but you know, I think that we just had that, like we had preseason camp in Nashville, just players, no coaches.